Who better than me?
Welcome back to yet another episode of the Hardcore Casual with your boy, Base the Kid. What episode is this now? Like episode 20? Think so. I think I've officially just gone over the 2-month period since I started the channel. I like the response so far, so thank you everyone. Keep liking, subscribing, keep leaving your comments, good or bad. I like them all. I respond to as many of them as I can, and yeah, just keep expanding this platform. I want to get to start even bringing in a couple other people just to talk boxing with me certain times rather than just interacting with the camera, giving my thoughts. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet today. So it's fight week for Saul Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, but it's also fight week for Mikaela Hamadouche and Mikaela Male, which is taking place Friday night. I think it's in Vegas. I have to double check, but I want to talk about that one as well, like first off, because obviously that hasn't had much coverage, and I think it deserves it. But before I even get into that, I want to send another big shout out to Ellie Scotney. Catford born and bred, another little blue borough girl, like doing her thing. I want to give her my congratulations and my undying praise for fighting what is appeared to now be a transitioning fighter. Now, I'm not sure if the rumors are transitioning from a male to a female or from a female to a male, but if the reports are to be believed, yeah, that person was a part of the LGBTQ plus minus question mark divide community. And the one thing I would have to wonder what would be happening in that scenario is that person on any prescriptions or non-prescription hormone treatments, testosterone replacements, estrogen, like anything that could possibly flag up on a WADA or a UCAD testing body. Like, was there any testing done for the fight? That's something I think needs to be clarified. And also, I'm pretty sure that if that is the case, Ellie should be due some pretty hefty compensation, whether that's by Matchroom or by the board who sanctioned the fight, if all of this stuff comes out and ends up being true. So I won't speculate too much on that because I don't have the facts. But yeah. Oh, also another quick one before we get into anything else. So Romero officially has been taken out and withdrawn from the Tank fight. Before it was just sort of more of a speculation, but now he's come out with a statement saying that he's taken himself out in good faith and he's going to clear his name against all these allegations, and they're totally unfounded. Sometimes they say there's no smoke without fire, but sometimes yeah, the smoke is put in CGI. So I won't speak anymore on that situation until the facts come out, but let's let's hope there's a swift resolution. It's not something that drags on for ages, because ultimately, if he's guilty, let him go to jail, serve his time and keep him out the game. If he's innocent, let him hurry up and be able to get himself back in the ring so that he doesn't lose whatever prime or years he's got left in the sport, right? Because he's made that much money from it, if I'm real. But yeah, so that's that, and let the chips fall where they may, I suppose. But yeah, now onto Mikaela and Mikaela. Now I was thinking I might do a prediction video for this and Canelo and Plant sort of Friday night when I get back. I'm going out in the evening, so when I get back I might do a quick video before the fight starts and upload it. But my feelings are Mikaela Mayo was running from the Hamadouche fight for about a year and a bit when she kept kind of going after Terry Harper, And Eddie was like, well, no, Terry's got Hyun Mi Choi. You can get Maeva, and the two of you like come together. Obviously, Terry broke her hand, so the Hyun Mi Choi part of it never happened. But Harper was like, well, no, I just want. Maya was like, no, I just want Harper. That's all I'm interested in. I only want the Harper fight. And then, Eddie kept pushing Maeva on her, kept pushing Maeva on her. And eventually, even though Maeva had opportunities to face her earlier on in the year, Mikaela didn't take those fights because they weren't on top ranked cards, and she was only prepared to do it basically with hometown advantage. Which tells me one of two things. Either she needs all the help she can get to take that belt off of Maeva Hamadouche, or there is going to be, for lack of a better job, there's going to be a screw job in the works there. So the way I'm looking at this fight is Maeva Hamadouche has been wanting this fight for a while. She's actually been boxing quite recently. She went to the Olympics. I don't think she went to the qualifiers. I'm not sure if she got through in the qualifiers, but she's done that boxing recently. Plus she had the last professional bout, I think, was in February or March earlier on this year. So she's been active. She's been ticking over. Mikaela Mayer, I believe, had a fight in July. I want to say July. I could be wrong. I'll double check and I'll amend that on another video if I did. But yeah, so I mean, look, Mikaela Mayer's got the height, but she ain't really got pop. And I think the one thing you need to keep someone like Maeva Hamadouche off of you is pop and good movement. Now, Mikaela's got decent movement, but Hamadouche is just like a pit bull. The only person who's actually beat her in a fight is Delphine Passun. So that should tell you the pedigree. And that fight was just a war. It was just literally two pressure fighters, two high volume fighters, and it was just who basically managed to get the most work off. If you've never seen that fight, I'd advise you go YouTube. It was a good one. So the difference also between the two of them is Maeva, like, if you look at her record, like, I think she's sitting on over 80% KO ratio. So that tells you, especially in the women's division, that she's got power. And she bludgeons her opponents. Like, she puts her opponents down hard. She's even got a victory over, what's the name of the girl that beat Tasha Jonas, the one who got arrested for killing her. Oh, what's her name again? Vivian Obanoff. That's who it was. Yeah, so she beat Vivian Obanoff. She stopped her. Obviously, people will remember Obanoff as being the person that beat Tasha Jonas, and also I think now is in prison for killing a baby father or husband or something like that. Don't really remember the story and don't care to remember it. But yeah, so Hamadouche she's a problem. I think she's like 22-1, I think is her record. Let me double check real quick. Hamadouche. Yeah, 22-1 with 18 KOs. So, okay, 78.25% KO ratio, virtually 80%. Like I said, for the women, that's pretty much like, that's Deontay Wilder level KO percentages, AJ level KO percentages for women. So, she's a threat, she's dangerous. I'm predicting wholeheartedly that she stops Mayo. Now, if she doesn't stop Mayo, then she loses the fight. That's my honest opinion based on, like I said, hometown cooking, Mayo refused to have this fight before she was able to get the date on a top rank ESPN card. She wasn't prepared to travel to the UK for Hamadouche or anywhere in Europe. So yeah, that tells me that she pretty much wanted as much of the home comforts as possible. Yeah, so ultimately I think Hamadouche is gonna go in there to KO her, because that's the only way she's coming out with her belt. I don't think she'll get a points decision, even if she dog walks and dominates Mikaela Mayo. But let's hope I'm wrong, and if she actually wins the fight by decision, and gets the decision, I will come straight on another video and be like, yo, I got it wrong, and I'm happy I got it wrong, because it just shows that things are, you know, evening up and people are being impartial and whatnot. So yeah, good luck to them. I will be watching when I come back from what I'm doing Friday, and let's get it. Now, going on to Canelo and Plant. There was a press conference that was on about an hour ago, but I was watching a film on Netflix, so I'm going to go back and check the press conference. But truthfully, I don't really think there's much in it that is going to have changed my opinion from what's going to happen from the last press conference, from just the resumes and the body of work. I'm going to do a predictions video on it, but my predictions video isn't even going to be who I think is going to win. The prediction video is literally going to be what round I think Canelo's going to knock out Caleb Plant in. That's how confident I am that Caleb Plant has nothing for Canelo in this fight. And I used to be a very big Caleb Plant fan. Maybe fan's a strong word. I liked a lot of what I saw of Caleb Plant back in sort of like 2014, 2015 times. Not as much nowadays, but you know, I still want him to do well overall, and I definitely hope that once Canelo decides to do whatever he's doing, move up, you know, to wherever he's going, drop some belts, maybe he can get a belt back, maybe he can, you know, take on some of the other guys at 168, become a two-time champion or whatever. Because I don't hate the guy, but he's just at a level that he's not ready for, and I don't think he realizes how lopsided this fight actually is. And the fact that he waited for Canelo to run through the rest of the division before taking the fight, rather than taking the fight when he was first offered it back at last year December, tells me that he didn't truly believe that he had what it took to beat Canelo. And then the fact that the last time he had a fight was in January, it was like the end, or was it like January 30th or something like that, towards the end of January, and we're now in November. So he's been out of the ring for 10 and a bit months. You know, Canelo's been active in that same time. He's had 2 fights. To be honest, it should have been the third one, but you know, they longed it out from September up to November. This fight should have happened back then, even like the month before Caleb Plant fought, Canelo fought again. So realistically, Canelo fought 3 times in the same span that he's fought once, which means he's gonna be sharp. He's battle tested, like he's still used to taking the shots. He hasn't taken much damage in either, so his timing, he hasn't even got to worry about getting the timing off too much either. Everything is stacked against Plant in this fight, and I can't even give a prediction or like a logical scenario in my head as to how he comes out on top of this. But like I said, I'm going to do the prediction video, and my prediction is literally going to be about what round it happens in. So if I get the round wrong, then my prediction's wrong. So there's no, I knew Canelo was going to win. That doesn't work, not on this one. But yeah, let me leave it there for now. Like I said, like and subscribe. If I get to any other topics or anything else comes up, then I might do another quick video on Thursday if need be. But for now, as always, hardcore casual. out.